It's a chilly, damp night from Fenway Park as the Red Sox return home to open up a three-game series between the Orioles and the Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. Well, everyone kind of wondered what the Red Sox would do with Daniel Bard. He struggled mightily on Sunday in what turned out to be his last outing. Some wondered whether he would move to the bullpen once again, where he had been so successful in years past. Instead, the Red Sox demote him to the Pawtucket Red Sox today. As we look at some of the numbers, it has been very tough for Bard so far. Bard made a total of 10 starts for Boston. His best was possibly his last of April when he pitched 7 innings, allowing 2 earned runs against Chicago. Since things have not gone well, his ERA over his last 7 starts is over 6, but the biggest problem has been his control. Over his last 7, he has walked nearly twice as many as he has struck out. He's 5th in the American League with a total of 37. He's also tied for the American League lead with 8 hit batters. We welcome in Jerry Remy, and Jerry, certainly Sunday was a struggle, but today he has been demoted.
Well, it was a struggle Sunday. I mean, one of the worst performances you'll see from a starting pitcher so far this season. And, of course, Daniel Bard could do nothing right in the game. First of all, giving up a home run to Batista, later hitting a couple of Toronto Blue Jays, and it was not there for him. And you have to feel bad for him. And the Red Sox had to make a decision. Did they stay with him and try to get it worked out at the big league level, or did they send him down to Pawtucket and try to work things out there? Well, they made the decision today, and that was to send him back to Pawtucket. I have no doubt that Daniel Bard is going to be back as a good Major League pitcher, but right now he has to work on his mechanics. It's been all over the place. His release point has not been the same, it seems, for 2 pitches in a row, and the question is, can you let him struggle at the big league level or go down and get things fixed? They decided to go down and get things fixed at the minor league level. The other thing you worry about, too, is his psyche. If you have 2 or 3 outings like that, you're going to be messed up for the whole season. So the fact is, let him go down there, get his act together, get him back up here, and help the Red Sox.
Well, helping the Red Sox back in the lineup is Dustin Pedroia. He was ready to go at 3:11 today on the field. He's ready to go tonight back in the lineup, and we're back. The first pitch from Fenway right after this. Game series between the Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. As you can see, it is well, you can't see that it is chilly night, but it is, take my word for it, a chilly night here from Fenway Park. It is on the cool side with the wind blowing in. As you may know, it's Calling All Kids Month here at Fenway Park, a number of initiatives as part of pregame ceremonies. One element is Little Leaguers and RBI participants or baseball camp kids from around New England selected to take the field, and the Mission Hill Pirates are here tonight as we welcome PA announcer John Horrigan.
softball team. And singing our national anthem will be Chris Richard, a 10-year veteran of the Newburyport Fire Department. With his 8-year-old son Jason by his side, Chris is committed to using his voice to raise money for many cancer-based organizations in memory of his late wife, Jamie. But before that, we ask you to join us in a moment of silence. Yesterday afternoon, Springfield, Massachusetts police officer Kevin Ambrose was shot and killed in the line of duty. Officer Ambrose had served with the Springfield Police Department for 36 years. We now ask that you join us in a moment of silence to be followed by our national anthem as we remember Officer Kevin Ambrose. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Chris.
Well, the Mission Hill Pirates make their way off the field, part of the Red Sox Foundation's RBI program here tonight. A few autographs before they go from the Red Sox starters on the field tonight as calling all kids from Fenway Park this month of June. We will step aside and come back with the first pitch of baseball tonight from Fenway Park right after this. Right. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
There's the old 793.
1 2 1 2 1 2. A&E, New England's website for deals via Toyota.com. Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Subaru dealers, and by Southwest Airlines. Hey, good evening once again, everybody. Welcome back to Fenway Park as the Red Sox return home, begin a 3-game series against the Baltimore Orioles. And happy to be home once again. 6-game homestand here for the Red Sox. And on the mound tonight for the Red Sox is John Lester. His 12th start of the year, 3-4 with a 4.79 earned run average coming in. In 67 2/3 innings, 48 strikeouts. Opponents hitting at .273 against Lester. Last time out, a no decision against the Tigers, 6 2/3, giving up 4 runs. Ready to work to Robert Andino. First pitch of the ball game is popped up foul, backhand out of play. Andino leading off for the O's, a .245 season so far. 3 homers and 14 runs batted in. Lester's 12th start of the year. Red Sox able to take 2 out of 3 from the Toronto Blue Jays before having yesterday off. 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2 to Andino.
I think one of the reasons Andino leading off tonight against John Lester, the fact that he's hitting .385 against him as we look at the AL East standings.
All bunched up in the American League East. The Orioles a game back of the Rays to start today's game as this one is fouled back to the right and out of play. Baltimore has been near or at the top for a lot of the season so far under Buck Showalter. A very good beginning for the O's, but they've come back to the pack here a little bit. They are 30-24 heading into tonight's action. 1-2 is just outside, 2-2.
Looks like a cut fastball that Lester tried to pick the outside corner up on, and apparently just missing the outside corner on the cutter.
Baltimore 4-1 in their last 5 games. That'll miss outside 2. And it's a full count, 3-2. Andino, then J.J. Hardy will follow here in the top of the first inning for the Orioles. 3-2 pitch is fouled straight back. Mentioned the Orioles are 4-1 in their last 5 games, but on the road they have lost 6 of their last 7 games. Even then, they are 16-11 away from Camden Yards. 3-2 is in the air to center field, deep as Podsednik moves back, has room, and makes the catch for the first out of the ball game. Let's check out the rest of the Orioles starting 9. It's brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Robert Andino just led off at second base with J.J. Hardy at shortstop batting second. Adam Jones in center field bats third with Matt Wieters doing the catching. Mark Reynolds at first base. Steve Pearce is in left field. Ronnie Paulino is the DH batting seventh. Steve Tollison at third base bats eighth. And Andy Chavez is in right field with Nick Markakis on the DL for the Orioles. One out for J.J. Hardy. Hardy starting the night hitting at .267, 10 homers, 24 runs batted in. Hardy has hit safely in 5 straight games. This is jolted out towards deep right center field in the triangle area, and it'll get down. The 420 marker and bang around. Hardy will fake 3 as he heads for third base. Throw to third base is not going to be in time. And a triple for J.J. Hardy to the deepest part of the yard here at Fenway.
Now J.J. Hardy continues his success against John Lester. He's now 5 for 9 in his career with a home run. That fastball away, he just goes with it. Tracks it all the way down to the 420 marker where Podsednik has to track it down and get it back into the infield very quickly, but by that time, J.J. Hardy at third base with the triple.
So now a 6-gamer for Hardy with that triple out there to the triangle. 348 during the 6-game hitting streak. 1 down in the inning for Adam Jones. Jones at 315, 16 homers, 34 runs batted in. Earlier this season, signing a 6-year extension that'll take him through 2018. No options in the deal. No one pitch. Jones with a swing and a miss, and Lester jumps ahead 0-2.
John Lester's changeup right there had Jones off balance. Ball down and away, not a strike, but still swinging at it. Adam Jones.
Jones has reached base safely in 51 of 54 games so far in the year. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He elevates at 95 and strikes him out. Lester needed that. 2 down.
Going up with a purpose. John Lester by design going upstairs to pick up the strikeout. The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 4th in the league with 28 errors on the season. Youkilis, Aviles, Pedroia, and Gonzalez in the infield. Nava, Posednik, Sweeney in the outfield. And Saltalamacchia doing the catching for John Lester.
2 down as J.J. Hardy is at third base. Matt Wieters stands in on the right side in the cleanup spot. And a foul fly down the right field line, out of play. 244, 9 homers, 24 runs batted in for the Orioles all-star catcher. Slides up in the order with Nick Markakis on the DL. Swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2.
Lester keeping that fastball down, maybe out of the strike zone. Way out of the strike zone, but Wieters chasing it.
J.J. Hardy at third base, 2 down here in the top half of the first inning. Lester in his career an amazing 14-0 against the Orioles at 2.47 earned run average. On the outside corner for strike 3. The Orioles leave Hardy at third base. Half an inning done. Red Sox are coming up. brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Leading it off and in center field is Scott Podsednik with Dustin Pedroia at second base. Adrian Gonzalez at first base. David Ortiz, the DH. Kevin Youkilis at third with Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching. Ryan Sweeney is in right. Daniel Nava is in left. Mike Aviles is the shortstop. And how good is it to see Pedroia back in that number 2 spot for the Red Sox tonight, as they will have to deal with Jason Hamels on the mound tonight for the Orioles. 11th start of the year, 6-2 with a 3.06 earned run average. He has given up 19 walks but struck out 58. Opponents hitting at 234. And he did beat the Red Sox back on May 5th, going 6 2/3, giving up 2 runs. He punched out 8 as he deals with ball 1 to Scott Podsednik. 370 with a home run, 3 runs batted in a Red Sox uniform. In there for a strike, and it is 1-1. 5-game hitting streak coming in for Podsednik. 368 during the 5-gamer. Dustin Pedroia waiting on deck. He's been ready to go since early this afternoon. 2-1 pitch, a foul tip, 2-2. I really thought he was going to end up on the DL, to be honest with you, and here he is.
I did when I looked at that hand and that thumb, just a day or so after he had injured it. It looked like it was going to be a while. But, immediately Pedroia said, no, there'll be no DL. I'll be back in there before the end of that.
A little bit of a brace underneath the batting glove that you can see there that he will wear when he hits. 3-2. Podsednik protects the plate, fouls it off to the left, out of play. Jason Hamel has had a terrific season for the Orioles so far, part of their very good year as a team. That is going to miss somewhere. Look pretty close. Podsednik will take the walk down to first base. The return of Dustin Pedroia. It's time for the laser show as we check out the key matchup brought to you by your New England Acura dealers. Dustin at .571 against Hamel, 4 for 7 with a home run. Toss to first, and back is Podsednik.
Podsednik already with 3 steals and has not been caught.
It's amazing, Jerry. The first time we saw Dustin take BP in Toronto, he looked fine taking batting practice over the weekend.
He did, and he said he felt fine.
And he had grabbed his glove when Mike Aviles was injured during the game. Looked like Mike may be coming out of the game at one point, and Dustin was ready to come in. There is the brace that is under the batting glove for Dustin Pedroia that he will wear during his at-bats. Pedroia at .295, 5 homers and 21 runs batted in. He's not played since May the 28th, left in the 5th inning. Game here at Fenway Park against the Tigers. He started each of the first 48 games at second base prior to that, and that's a strike count, 1-1.
So far we've seen the fastball, the curveball, and the slider from Hamel. No changeups yet.
In the air, foul off to the right, out of play, 1-2. Red Sox 2 games back of the Orioles, 3 games back of the Tampa Bay Rays to start the day. And an AL East that is all bunched up. The 1-2. That's strike 3. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Pedroia can't get it. 1 down.
Fastball away outside part of the plate against Pedroia. Gets the swing and miss. Let's now take a look at the Orioles defense. They're last in the American League. They've made 51 errors on the season. Steve Towelson will be at third base. J.J. Hardy, the shortstop. Robert Andino at second. And Mark Reynolds, the first baseman. Left to right, Steve Pierce, Adam Jones, and Endy Chavez. And Matt Wieters doing the catching for Hamill.
1 on, 1 out. And a quick check at first. Podsednik back to the bag.
Remember I told you June was my favorite month?
Yeah, it's terrific. It's warm. It's great.
Yeah, it feels more like April tonight.
It is cold here at Fenway, damp. And a chance here, I guess, apparently for showers from time to time. Fans are ready, though. But it does feel more like April than it does June. Breeze blowing in at the moment. Runner goes. Gonzalez takes a strike. Throw is going to be in time. Podsednik gunned down. Matt Wieters throws out Podsednik, 2 down in the inning.
Now the thing that's impressive about Wieters is the fact he's such a big guy. He's so tall, but he gets rid of the ball very, very quickly. That's a pretty good jump by Podsednik, but what a perfect throw by Wieters to get him at second base. Wieters' size reminds me an awful lot of Carlton Fisk.
In the dirt, count evens at 1-1. Adrian at 269 to start tonight. 4 homers and 29 runs batted in. Hits in 12 of his last 14 games. As that rides outside, 2-1. Adrian leads the American League with 20 doubles. He's second in the majors. Fouls it back, 2-2. He's the only member of the Red Sox to start each of the Red Sox first 55 games of the year. On the ground into the shift, it's Andino in short right field who throws out Gonzalez and ends the first inning. Done with 1 from Chili Fenway, no score. Back at Fenway Park, ready to go in inning number 2, and Mark Reynolds back for the Orioles. Last time Red Sox played the Orioles, Reynolds was on the DL. He returns. Has a curveball in there for strike 1 to Reynolds. .216 average, 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. Reynolds had been playing at third base, but he moves across the diamond tonight, plays at first. Strikes out a lot, but he walks a lot. One of 8 hitters to draw 75+ walks each of the last 3 years. On the ground to third base, played by Youkilis. One down in the inning as we check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, as you mentioned, Daniel Bard has been sent down to AAA Pawtucket after a tough start on Sunday in Toronto. Pitching coach Bob McClure believes the issue in Bard's performance is both mechanical and in his approach.
Keep it simple, and what got you to this point is what you need to do to get back to whatever, whether it's starting or relieving, is not trying to do too many things. Sink it front door, back door slide. You know what I'm saying? Is just attack the strike zone, maybe with just 2 pitches. Perhaps the third is as a changeup.
Bobby Valentine said, "We just felt the best thing for the organization and Daniel was to get him in an environment where he can work on those mechanics and not have to worry about the big league record and his teammates." Jerry, the manager, said he thinks it'll be a quick turnaround.
Well, we certainly hope so for Daniel Bard. He's a good kid. He's a guy that wants to be successful, that he will be successful. It's been a tough transition, obviously, going from the bullpen to the starting rotation. But, when you watch him pitch, Don, as we have this season, it seems like he's been very inconsistent with his release point at times. It was very obvious in the game Sunday. I mean, anybody could see that watched the game. And I think what you worry more about, too, is not only performance on the mound and having him work through it here, but his well-being. I mean, the way he feels about himself. And when you're not feeling good about yourself, you don't perform well. And I think to go down back to the minor league level, get himself straightened out, find that release point that he's had in the past, and be consistent with it. Make believe he's still close, a setup guy, and just pitch that way. He's going to be just fine. But he's going to be somebody the Red Sox are going to need. But right now they have to do something with him.
Jerry, I get the impression, though, he would rather have figured it out here at the major league level than go back there.
Absolutely. There's no question. Nobody wants to go back to AAA.
And you wonder about the mental standpoint of him having to go back there and start over.
I think as bad as it seems to him right now, I think that when he gets back, he will feel better about himself. I really believe that. And you're right. It's not easy to do.
2-1 pitch is in there for strike 2 down in the inning. Pierce said flied out to left field. Ronnie Paulino, the batter, is the DH. Daniel Bard has not been in the minors since 2009. Swing and a miss, and Lester picks up his third K. A clean 1-2-3 inning second. Inning and a half done. No score from Fenway. Back at Fenway as we head to the bottom of the second inning. David Ortiz leads it off. Then Kevin Youkilis, Jared Saltalamacchia to bat. David at .315, 13 homers, 37 runs batted in. Hamill walked a batter, struck out a batter, got a ground down to caught stealing in the first as Ortiz hits one to deep left. Pierce going back onto the warning track to make the catch as Ortiz gets under it for the first out of the second inning. Well, David is currently on top as far as DHs go in the All-Star voting. You can cast your vote at RedSox.com ahead of Michael Young of the Texas Rangers, Raul Ibanez of the New York Yankees. In other categories, Dustin Pedroia is in third at second base right now, so he needs a little assistance. Ian Kinsler and Robinson Cano is ahead of Pedroia at second base as it's getting that time again where it's getting pretty close.
Now it's like politics, Don. I mean, you know, if some of those guys drop out of the race, so who will get the votes? You know?
Yeah. Well, Dustin behind Cano and Kinsler right now. Kinsler on top. Oh, one pitch is lifted down the right field line, foul. Well, tonight Tim Bogart is at third base for Jerry Royster. Went to see his daughter Kara graduate from Los Angeles County High School for the arts. Tim Bogart at third base tonight where he was last year. The pitch will miss outside, so familiar for Tim Bogart. Of course, the bench coach this year for Bobby Valentine back out there at third. We did a pretty good job here for the Red Sox in the past. 1-2. Youkilis down on strike. Second strikeout for Hamill. 2 down here in the second inning.
First strikeout was on a fastball away to Pedroia. This time the curveball to Youkilis to pick up the strikeout. Kevin now has walked 9 times on the season to go along with 33 strikeouts.
Coming up tonight, Roush Fenway Racing. Some of their members are here at the ballpark tonight. We have a surprise booth guest tonight, Jerry. We don't know who it is. We really don't. Do you know?
I have no clue.
Because I don't. Rays and Yankees with an update. We'll get an update on them tonight as American League East battle going on.
What do you ask like a surprise guest? I mean,
I don't know. That's what I'm worried about. I'm thinking about talking points and.
Got to be surprised.
Hi. I wonder if we know the surprise guest.
I hope so.
I mean, you've had guests before I arrived, but you didn't know who they were when they showed up.
Oh, it's happened. It's happened in the past, believe me. It happened in one embarrassing moment in spring training. I will not go into it, but we had a gentleman sitting between us. I think it was myself and Bob Kurtz, and we had no clue. No clue.
It's got to be a bad feeling.
Who it was, and it was an awful feeling.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Whoever our surprise guest is, hopefully one of us will be able to recognize the person. If it is a person, we don't know what it is, really.
Yeah, maybe it's Dave Matthews.
That would be something.
Yeah, Mr. Page 6.
Two down in the second inning. Nothing to see here as the pitch is in the dirt. 3-2. Saltalamacchia, 10 home runs on the year, 25 runs batted in. Just outside, and there's ball 4. Second walk given up by Hamill. Looking for a new job? Attend the Professional Diversity Career Fair at the Boston Marriott Copley Place this Monday, June 11th. For more details, visit boston.com/diversityfair. 2 down, a runner at first base. Ryan Sweeney stands in on the left side. Sweeney in right field again. Red Sox will be facing left-handers each of the next 2 days, so it sounds like Will Middlebrooks will be back in the lineup tomorrow.
That's what Bobby Valentine was saying in his pregame with the media, that he will be in there for the next 2 nights.
Back-to-back days, Middlebrooks has been out of the Red Sox lineup. 1-0 pitch missing downstairs, 2-0. Well, Sweeney's been hitting at .400 against the Orioles in the season series so far. He is 6 for 15 in the season series. Tried to hold up, it goes around, and it is 2-1. Daniel Nava on deck. 2 outs here in the second inning. Little pop-up from third base comes Tollison, but he won't get there. It's about 2 rows deep and out of his reach. Reynolds holding on Saltalamacchi at first. This one sliced foul, still 2-2. Red Sox off yesterday, the first of 3 off days over a 15-day span. Swing and a miss. Sweeney strikes out to end the inning. Third K for Hamill. We're through 2 from Fenway. No score. Scoreless as we head to the top half of the third inning. Steve Tollison, Andy Chavez, and Robert Andino to face John Lester at a 1-2-3 second inning. Tollison homered in a game against the Red Sox at Camden Yards in Baltimore. His only home run of the year. He hits it .267. Fly ball out to right field. Ryan Sweeney is out in right, and he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Yes, Don, the 2011 Daytona 500 winner and Roush Fenway Racing's Trevor Bayne threw out the ceremonial first pitch in tonight's game. After growing up a baseball fan, Bayne said he's pumped that his first pitch came at a Red Sox game. Roush Fenway Racing is the winningest team in NASCAR history, fielding multiple teams in the Sprint Cup Series and the Nationwide Series. Don, they're celebrating 25 winning years in 2012.
Well, they've had another great run. We know Jack Roush is here tonight in the house at Fenway Park as the Red Sox host the Orioles to begin the homestand. One down here in the third inning, and it brings up Andy Chavez. Chavez hitting at 120 with a home run, 2 runs batted in.
You know, John Lester was saying after his last start, even though he gave up 4 runs to the Detroit Tigers and 10 hits, that he felt very, very good in that game. And he did look good in that game, except the Tigers were up to the task.
Little dribbler down the third baseline. Youkilis can do nothing with it, and Chavez is at first base.
Well, he couldn't have bunted that ball down at third base any better than that. That was a swinging bunt by Endy Chavez, and he picks up the base hit right toward the end of the bat. Just dribbles it down the third base line. No play at all for Kevin Youkilis. And Chavez at first base with the base hit.
1 out, 1 on. Top of the order, Robert Andino. Fly it out to center field first time up. So second time through here for the O's against John Lester. In there for a strike over the outside corner. Well, Andino in the last 24 games hitting at just 167. Seeing that average drop from 314 down to 245. A 1 down and in, 1-1. Andino bats now. J.J. Hardy waiting on deck. 1 out here in the Orioles' third inning. Last year 10 RBIs in 17 games against the Red Sox, but this year in the season series has not been as tough. A 148 average in the season series against Boston. Up the middle, chance for 2. Aviles will bobble, flips and gets nobody. Ball gets away, and Pedroia will run it down. If Aviles could get it to Pedroia a little quicker, they might have been able to turn the double play. Instead, everybody's safe.
Looked like he lost the handle on it. He got to it. He went to flip out of his glove, but I think lost the handle of the baseball. Right there. You see it bobbles, and then he still tries to get the force out at second, but the errant throw to Pedroia. I would imagine that may go as an error on Aviles. It is an error on Mike. Only his 5th of the season.
And his 2nd in the last 40 games. So 2 on, 1 out, and J.J. Hardy with 2 men on here for the O's. On the outside corner for strike 1. Hardy with a triple in the first inning to the triangle out in right center field, rolled all the way to the 420 marker before Podsednik could run it down. Don't just beat the heat, annihilate it. Hurry into Cumberland Farms Chill Zone and mix up your favorite fountain or frozen beverages for just 89 cents any size. The Chill Zone, only at Cumberland Farms. Hardy takes ball 2, 2-1. The triple Hardy now has hit safely in 6 straight games. He's played great defense again. In the air to right center field. Podsednik moving over. Will make the catch. Tagging at second is Chavez. He'll head to third and get there standing. But now 2 down in the inning.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covered, it's how you treated. 3 strikeouts for John Lester. Jones on a fastball up. Wieters on a fastball down and away. And then the breaking ball to Polino.
Two down here in the third inning. Runners at first and third for the Orioles. And Adam Jones, the batter, he struck out swinging in the first inning. Chased a high fastball from John Lester to get him back in the first. One of 3 Ks so far tonight for Lester. Two hits off Lester, triple for Hardy in the first. A little dribbler single here in the inning for Andy Chavez, who's now at third base. And Dino at first with an error mixed in between. Outside 2-0. That time he gets a corner and it's 2-1. It's staying away from Jones so far. Orioles as a team hit at 248, kind of in the middle of the pack as Bob McClure looks on here. John Lester working in the third inning with 2 down. On the ground and into center field for a base hit. From third base comes Chavez, and the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. So the error in the inning proves costly as the Orioles grab a run here and take a 1-0 advantage.
Looks like a changeup this time from John Lester away, and Adam Jones pulls it by Aviles with the man at third base to drive him in. Orioles play first and third. There's the off-speed pitch. That's away. It was just up a little bit for John Lester, and the Orioles take the 1-0 lead. So the error does hurt here in the third inning.
6 RBIs in 4 games for Adam Jones against the Red Sox here at Fenway Park. Of course, had the home run in the 17-inning affair here at Fenway between the Red Sox and Orioles earlier this year. As Matt Wieters taps it foul at the dish. Wieters struck out looking in the first inning, 0 for 1. And Dino at third base, Jones at first base, and 2 down. Into left field, and it gets in for a base hit. From third comes Andino. Stopping at second base is Jones, and the Baltimore Orioles have taken a 2-0 lead. So some timely hits for the big hitters for the Orioles. Adam Jones with an RBI single. Now Wieters with an RBI single.
Yeah, big 2-out base hits by Jones and Wieters. Wieters gets the fastball right there inside and cleans it out into the left field side of the field. Wieters is now 7 for his last 14 at the plate, so he's been swinging a hot bat.
2 on, 2 down. Mark Reynolds, the batter. Pitch down and into Reynolds, who grounded out to Kevin Youkilis at third base in the second inning. Jones at second, Wieters at first, 2 outs in the inning. In there for a strike, 1-1. Daisuke is done tonight after an inning and a third. He gives up 3 hits and 1 run, 2 walks and 2 Ks. pitching against Indianapolis. Interesting that he only threw 40 pitches in that outing and only went an inning and a third.
I'll tell you why that is, Don, because I would expect him to make a start here over the weekend.
It was anticipated that he would go 3 innings tonight, but the number of pitches seems to make sense. In that game, Ryan Kalish in his first game with the Pawtucket Red Sox hit a 2-run home run in the first inning. Paw Sox playing Indianapolis and winning 4-1 as pitch misses. And it is 3-1 now to Mark Reynolds. Well, that is the case. Boy, it's been a long road back for Daisuke after he started the rehab. I mean, everything started quickly. He bounced back pretty quickly, but then it seemed to take a long time to get back here.
He sure did, and it looked like, he was going to be back here, 3 weeks ago?
Yes. Reynolds fights it off, foul, full count. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Counts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. Orioles have 2 runs so far here in the third. They have 2 on with 2 down. They'll be on the move here with 2 outs. At start tonight for Daisuke Matsuzaka, his 8th minor league start as part of his rehab. The clock has been started twice on that 30-day rehab. (3-2) to Mark Reynolds. Down and in, ball 4. And Lester's first free pass of the night loads the bases for the Orioles. Well, coming up next half inning, our surprise booth guest who we hope we know. It's been confirmed that I'm told,
that we
know
do.
this person.
Well, that's
do we
good.
both know this person?
It takes a lot of pressure off.
Apparently, we both know this person.
We both know this.
We both know this person.
Well, that's
you
good.
And me.
Good.
Let's think about this. Is there anybody you've been dying to see?
No, not really.
Really, no.
But you know what? I think I know what it is. I think I know who it is. And what'd you say, Mike?
The 1 pitch low and away, and it is 1-1. Eighth member of the Orioles to bat here in the third inning. Baltimore on top 2-0, threatening for more. Bobby Valentine on the phone. 1-1. His slap foul off to the right, out of play. Bobby thinking about making the call originally a few minutes ago, did not. And then just did. Stirring in the pen, and somebody's going to start warming out there right now. 1-2 pitch coming up. Tap foul. Well, for first guy up is Franklin Morales, who was outstanding over the weekend and on Sunday in Toronto. He took over for Pard. He went 4 1/3 innings on Sunday in a no decision. He's first up. Had this been a double play, this would have ended the inning.
That's a very, very big play in this inning, and of course they've gone on and scored 2 since then.
1-2 is outside, 2-2. '30th pitch of the inning for Lester. Bases filled with Orioles. Strike 3 call. Lester needed that. Picks up his 4th K. Gets out of the inning. But the Orioles get 2 runs. Somebody is coming to the booth next inning. Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Bottom of the 3rd inning bag at Fenway Park. Daniel Nava leads it off. Red Sox trailing 2-0. Nava, Vilas, and Podsednik to bat here in the 3rd inning. 3-0-3 for Nava. Jason Hamill now has a 2-run lead. Daniel Nava had his 6-game hitting streak come to an end on Sunday. He was 0 for 3. Mike Aviles and then Scott Podsednik expected in the inning. That's a strike. 2-2. Jason Hamill, 29 years old, from Greenville, South Carolina, resides in Rehoboth, Massachusetts during the offseason. 2-2 is outside, full count. Orioles are his 3rd major league team, was with the Rockies 09 to 2011. Prior to that, the Tampa Bay Rays 2006 through 2008. Originally a Rays 10th round pick. Strike 3 call. Nava is the 4th strikeout victim for Jason Hamill.
And that's just about an unhittable pitch right there on the outside part of the plate. You can see, I guess, coming down, Don.
I guess we both do know the guess then, huh?
Yes, we do. Trying to figure out how to get in here. Have to sneak through the side. That's it.
Hello there, Don.
Hi, Jenny.
I have a gift for you.
What do you got?
I wanted to present you with the drumstick that we got at our first Dave Matthews Band concert together.
Very nice.
I know how bad you wanted that.
Well, this was big. We were going to negotiate for this, but the fact that you're just offering it is even better.
Well, let's just say this all started on Thursday.
Right.
As we were flying out of here at Fenway.
Yep.
On our way to Toronto, you mentioned to me that it was my job to go speak with the concierge to get us tickets.
You mentioned that to her.
I didn't
He
mention
did
that.
at 2 in the morning.
It's not true.
And then, obviously, on Saturday, when it was discussed on the broadcast, Ace Ticket was nice enough to hook us up with some amazing tickets to the Dave concert, and
which we didn't expect at all.
We did not.
Was not ready at all.
No.
But the fact that I was wearing a suit to the concert should tell you something, Jerry.
Right.
I was not ready at all.
Right.
Oh, we're going to show some pictures of you in your outfit coming up here. Look at that suit. Now that is
the suit. So it's clear I had no intentions of going to this concert. None.
No, I know that.
So, yeah, I just want to make that clear. This one is in the center field for Aviles, a 1-out single.
Aviles gets a breaking ball right here, the slider, and puts it in the left field for the base hit. The 1-out hit for Aviles here in the third inning. Well, that's quite a gift. Jenny. That's awfully nice.
It would mean more to him than it would to me. And to be honest, everyone says that I caught the actual stick from Carter.
Yeah.
The security guard actually just gave it to me. So.
Right. There was like 5 other guys there, and he gave it to her.
Well, I wonder why.
So. So he could tell she was a really big Dave Matthews fan. So he gave it to Jenny.
Which I am.
So
I am.
The fact that she's donating to me is very nice.
Is it autographed?
It is.
It is autographed.
It is autographed.
Enjoy that, Don.
Signs them.
I'm going back to work now. Thank you, guys.
Well, we appreciate it. Surprise guests.
Yeah.
Surprise gifts.
Yes, bringing gifts.
We both knew the guest.
How do you feel about that?
I feel good. It's going in the office, Jerry.
Yeah. Let me see the autograph.
I don't know if you should really touch it. I mean, not everybody should have their hands on it, I don't think, you know?
Okay. That's all right.
No, that's okay. You can touch it with this.
I don't want any part of it. No, that's okay.
In the left. Todd Sednick with a single to left field.
You know, it's one thing propping me out of all the pitches that you take, but you know, you just asked to look at a drumstick that's autographed by Dave Matthews. I don't even want to look at it. I don't even want to look at it.
There you go. So very nice. So that's great. Surprise guys. You don't get surprises every day, you know. Very little surprises us. 2 on, 1 away as Pedroia stands in and he takes a strike. He didn't think he was out the first time as Pedroia struck out in the first inning and does not like this strike call.
I thought that ball was very low, and the way that Wheatus caught the ball made it look a lot lower than what it actually was. You see what happens, though, when you go out, you know, like you did there. You see what happens?
I don't go out.
You become a tabloid.
I don't. That's the reason I don't go out. I'm never going out again.
I know. I know.
The last time before this, I went out.
You said you were morphing into me, but you went out.
It's not going to miss. And it is 1-2. I will tell you this, that in Toronto, there are many Red Sox fans in Toronto who are from Toronto.
That are from Toronto.
Yes.
Exactly.
We're on a lot of games up there in Rogers Sports.
Right. Very nice people.
Very, very nice people. On the ground, foul, and it hangs at 1-2.
I find it very interesting that the security guard just happened to pick Jenny Dell to give the drumstick to.
Yeah.
It's, you know, with about 9 guys around him. It's weird how he just picked Jenny Dell.
Yeah. Well, we were very close to the stage, so that was part of it. But
I know you kept saying that. Yeah. I'm almost next to Dave. I'm really close to Dave.
This one is fouled down the right field line, still 1-2. So I'll be back in my room again on the next trip.
I think you're spinning around now. I think you're a go-getter. Get out there, enjoy life, go to concerts. Don't forget you got South Beach coming up.
1-2 is fouled back. 94 from Hamill.
got to make sure you bring your nice white suit down to Miami next time. Maybe I'll go with you.
You'll come out?
Yeah, I'll dress like an old man, like an old tourist, and you can put on a nice white suit, and we'll go to South Beach.
Red Sox playing the Miami Marlins. The next trip before going to Chicago. Swing and a miss. Pedroia strikes out again. 5th strikeout for Hamill. 95, and again it was a little bit away.
Everything in that at bat away from Pedroia, as you can see. A few down the middle of the plate, but when he wants to get him out, he goes away. Very similar to the same at bat in the first inning. And Pedroia really hot.
First and second, 2 down. Adrian Gonzalez, the batter. And a ground ball towards the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. He'll fire to first for the out that ends the 3rd inning. Red Sox strand a pair. We're through 3. 2-0 Baltimore.
Beer.
2-0 Orioles have the lead over the Red Sox as Ronnie Paulino leads it off here for the O's. Takes a hack at first pitch. Swing and a miss for Paulino. Struck out swinging in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. On the ground this time, Avila stepped to his left. And there's one down here in the 4th inning. It's time now for the Kettle One honorable moment. On this date in 2000, the then Florida Marlins drafted an 18-year-old first baseman born in San Diego. His name was Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the first infielder selected first overall since Alex Rodriguez was drafted in that spot in 1993. Tonight's honorable mention and moment is brought to you by Kettle One. One out in the 4th inning. Steve Tollison takes strike 1. Flied out to right field in the 3rd inning. Lester trying to battle back after a tough 3rd inning, almost out of the inning unscathed. If an error is not made after the error, ends up giving up 2 unearned runs through 31 pitches and faced 8 Orioles batters. Sixth time this season that he's had an inning of 30 pitches or more. Extremely unusual for John Lester. Comes in with a record of 3 and 4 individually. 1-2 is on the ground to Pedroia, slides to his right, and there's 2 down in the 4th inning. Don't miss out on the 100th anniversary season of Fenway Park, as the month of June is packed with great games. Tomorrow and Thursday, the Red Sox continue the series against the Orioles. Action at Fenway Park heats up later this month. The Red Sox will battle the Miami Marlins June 19th, 20th, and 21st. Get your tickets now for all these great June matchups at redsox.com/tickets. 2 down in the 4th inning, and Andy Chavez the batter. Chavez reaching on an infield hit in the 3rd inning, came around to score the O's first run. Down the left field line towards the corner. Nava on the run, but it's a foul ball. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is proud to give back at every Red Sox home game. Dunkin' hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Thousands of kids have had the chance to catch a Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Tonight we welcome members of the Boys and Girls Club in Watertown, Massachusetts. Dunkin' Donuts, committed to the community. No 2 pitch in the dirt, and it is 1-2. Wally is sitting in the stands tonight for a little while. Broken back grounder, back Lester with a nice play. Flips to first for the out. As a quick and tidy 1, 2, 3, 4th inning. We're through 3.5. 2-0 Orioles.
Outfit he's got on there.
He is warm in the bullpen. Red Sox closer, Fredo Aceves. 60th pitch for Hamill. Big Papi fights it off, foul off to the left hand. It's 0-2. Ortiz, Youkilis, and Saltalamacchia expected here in the 4th inning. Red Sox with 2 hits off Hamill, both coming in the 3rd inning, but could not score. Red Sox got 2 on with 1 out. Pedroia struck out. Gonzalez grounded out, and Hamill got out of the jam. Red Sox have stranded 3 base runners through the first 3 innings. Swing and a miss. Ortiz could not hold up, and he strikes out, becomes the 6th strikeout victim for Hamill in 3 1/3 innings.
Now this looks very similar to the Hamill the Red Sox saw earlier in the season. There's the breaking ball down off the plate, inside. Kind of a blind spot for a left-handed hitter, and Ortiz could not check the swing.
"14 strikeouts in 2 outings against the Sox for Hamill. And 10 innings worth of work, 6 of them coming tonight. That includes to Kevin Youkilis in the 2nd inning. Two and 0. Outfield set up straight away on Youkilis. Chop to third, backhanded by Tollison. And there's 2 outs in the 4th inning. Tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, join Jamison Coyle for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial, with highlights and analysis from Game 5 between the Heat and Celtics. Boston looks to take a 3-2 series lead in Miami. Plus, Mike Andrews of the Sox Prospects.com wraps up a day 2 of the MLB draft. All this and much more on Nesson Daily tonight after Red Sox coverage, only on Nesson. Red Sox have concluded day 2 of their draft.
Exciting time for a lot of young players around the country.
Pitch in there for a strike. Day 1 results. Devin Marrero is taken out of Arizona State, number 1. He's a shortstop. Brian Johnson, a pitcher, and Pat Light, a pitcher. This is in the air to the left, and it's hit well. Pierce back's going to be off the scoreboard. Pierce plays the carom, and it's going to be a long single for Saltalamacchia. Pulls up around the bag at first.
Saltalamacchia was 0 for 8 in that series in Toronto, but he gets the breaking ball here down. And again, we've seen him do this an awful lot on off-speed pitches. Take it to the left field and use that wall. Bounces straight up off the scoreboard, but Saltalamacchia has to hold up at first base. He would have been a dead duck at second.
70th pitch coming up for Hamill. And it's a strike over the inside corner to Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. One and 1 to Sweeney. In 2 days and 15 picks, the Red Sox have taken 11 pitchers so far, the 15 picks they've had. 1-1 is in the dirt. Saltalamacchia is going to try for second, and he will get there. Went for a slide. Wieters could not get it barehanded. Saltalamacchia not hesitating, getting into scoring position with 2 down.
Yeah, good job by Saltalamacchia. As soon as he sees that ball bounce up the third baseline, he is off. And no throw by Wieters, as Wieters goes to pick it up and then drops it. Wouldn't have had him anyway.
Inside, 3-1. Daniel Nava, strikeout victim, his first time up, waits on deck. Charge Hamill with a wild pitch to get Saltalamacchia to second base. That's a strike, full count. On the ground right side, and Dino in short right's got a long throw, and he gets it there in time. He's playing very deep on the right side, and they get Sweeney to end the 4th inning. Through 4 from Fenway, 2-0 Baltimore. Hard by Eastern Bank, listening, guiding, and being there for kids in need. That's what Eastern Bank and Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez are made of, which is why we've teamed up to support youth mentoring programs throughout Massachusetts. To find out more, go to easternbank.com/Adrian. Fifth inning back at Fenway. It's 2-0. Orioles on top. Top of the Orioles order to lead it off, Robert Andino. Andino, J.J. Hardy, and Adam Jones to bat in the fifth inning. Andino 0 for 2, reached out a fielder's choice in the third inning. And came around to score. Laced down the left field line, but foul. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which member of the Red Sox was drafted by the Orioles? I have the answer for you a little bit later.
I think I know that one.
I think I do too. I think he was a first-round pick. Four in a row retired by Lester. Has had 2 1-2-3 innings, one in the second, one in the fourth inning. On the ground, left side, deep short of Elis. His throw is off balance and a good stretch. It's not in time. Well, it looked like they had him.
Boy, did.
First base umpire, crew chief Jerry Lane didn't think so. No argument from the Red Sox, but first look thought they had him.
Let's take another look at the catch and then the tag of the bag. That was not a good call at first base by Lane. I think they just nipped him and got him.
So instead, the lead runner is on Robert Andino to get it started here in the fifth inning. Ruled a hit in the fifth for the Orioles on the night. Pitch over the inside corner for strike one. Next half inning, we get you caught up. Rays and the Yankees playing tonight in New York. Two and one the count to J.J. Hardy with a runner at first and Adam Jones waiting on deck. On the ground left side of Elis, quickly to second for one. On to first, this time they turn two. So that play at first that should have gone the other way ends up the Red Sox get him anyway on a 6-4-3 twin killing.
A non-factor right now as J.J. Hardy grounds into the double play. Looked like a changeup that time from Lester. Aviles to Pedroia. Pedroia backing off the bag and plenty of time to get Hardy at first base.
Two down here in the fifth inning and Adam Jones the batter. He'll take strike one. '80th pitch coming up for John Lester with two down. Well, good sign today. Jacoby Ellsbury, who was throwing on the field today earlier this afternoon, got out to about 90 feet today. And of course, starting slowly, but as the day went on, got out to 90 feet. And maybe some if the Red Sox can get Ellsbury back, Crawford back, some of these guys all back, especially in the second half of the year.
It'd be like making mid-season trades when they get those guys back into the lineup.
Carl Crawford hitting in the cage today. Cannot throw yet. Bobby Valentine said you can hit. In the meantime, Red Sox have been playing pretty good baseball. Take 2 out of 3 from the Toronto Blue Jays over the weekend. Red Sox have won 9 of the last 12 games at home. Swing and a miss. Lester is able to strike out Adam Jones. And it ends the top of the 5th. 2-0. Orioles on top. Brought to you by Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of historic milestones, and now our home team has reached one of its own. Congratulations on this special anniversary from one Boston institution to another. 2-0. Orioles on top. Red Sox come to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Daniel Nava struck out looking in the 3rd inning. 1 of 6 Ks. Jason Hamill in his outing. Nava, Vilas, and Podsednik to bat in the home half of the 5th. Hamill has walked 2 batters through the first 4 innings. Falls behind here 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. Season high is 3 walks allowed by Hamill. He's done it 3 different times. Vilas waiting on deck. Sliced foul, full count as Hamill battles back. Late swing and luckily hit off the short fencing on the left side.
Now that's what he did to Nava back in the first at bat. He put a fastball on the outside part of the plate. This time Nava swinging at it and fouling it off.
Jack Roush, you mentioned earlier, is here tonight, and there he is. 3-2 fouled off down the left field line, out of play. Chop down the first baseline over his Reynolds. Misplays it, kind of changed direction on him, and mishandles it at first base. Reaching is Nava.
I'm not so sure Hamill would have beat him over there either, because Hamill hesitated. He stopped, and then he goes again. But that ball took kind of a weird hop on Reynolds down that first baseline. Watch this last hop, bounces back to his left. I wouldn't be surprised that goes as a base hit, the way that ball bounced.
They charge him with an error for now.
And then even if he makes that play, he's going to beat Hamill to first base.
Lead runner on for the Red Sox. Mike Aviles, the batter. He singled in the third inning. Inside, 1-1. For Reynolds, who is charged with the error for now, just his 10th game at first base this season for the O's. 1-1. Fouled straight back, 1-2. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which member of the Red Sox was drafted by the Orioles? Answer is Darnell McDonald, 26th overall back in 1997. Made his major league debut with them 7 years later, going 1 for 3 against the Cleveland Indians. McDonald, one of 2 first-round picks from the 97 draft, who has played for Boston. J.D. Drew. It's the second pick that year by the Philadelphia Phillies. Day 2 of the MLB draft is today. The draft concludes tomorrow.
And Donnell activated before the game tonight. The move, of course, Daniel Bard going to Pawtucket.
Two is left side and deep through the hole into left field. Out of the reach of J.J. Hardy. Aviles is 2 for 2. Nava takes second base.
Aviles' first hit came on a breaking ball back in the third inning. This base hit on a fastball. Hardy going as far as he can. Cannot get a glove on it, and the Red Sox have something going here in the 5th inning. You think I'm too lenient sometime on hits, don't you?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, I think that's a hit because I think it changed direction on him.
I think
the pitcher wouldn't have covered. I think you're right.
The pitcher was not going to be there.
I don't think you're too lenient. I think you're too lenient on infielders at times, but I know that's because you're an infielder and you don't feel any play is routine.
I try to be fair and balanced, Don. I really do. But
I agree with you on that one.
I mean, on that particular play there, I mean, the ball just took a weird hop. Yeah. What's the first baseman supposed to do about this?
It breaks right.
It breaks right.
Right there.
And then look at the pitcher. He's not going to beat Daniel Nava to the bag.
So his 13th error at first base, and I'm not sure that one was fair. Pitch is outside to Scott Podsednik, who is squaring to bunt. It's now 2-0. He's made 114 errors at third base, playing both corners primarily in his major league career.
Playing in at both first and third, expecting Podsednik to bunt again on the 2-ball no strike count. See if they switch up and give him the green light.
Takes ball 3, 3-0. Nava at second base, Vilas at first base, nobody out here in the fifth. That's a strike, and it is 3-1. Sednick walked in the first, singled in the third, has been on twice already tonight. As Dustin Pedroia returns to the Red Sox lineup, has struck out twice. Both times swinging. 3-1. He's bunting at it down the first baseline. Reynolds going to go to third. He's going to be late, and it's going to get away. Nava will score, and to third base goes Aviles. Up to second base goes Podsednik. Wrong decision and then some for Reynolds, and Bobby Valentine wants another run to come in. Where did that ball end up? He wants the runner from third, Aviles, to come in to tie the score, but so far the umpires disagree.
Exactly right. This was the wrong play here by Reynolds at first base. He had no chance of getting Nava at third, then makes the bad throw. It gets by everybody, and the ball apparently going out of play. Deflected and into the camera area of the dugout. Valentine not out there very long, but on his way back to the dugout.
Rick Adair, the pitching coach, out to talk to Jason Hamill. Up to 93 pitches. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. As the Red Sox here get a run back so far, looking for more. They've been given quite an opportunity here. Runners at second and third. Nobody out in the inning, and Pedroia at the plate. This one is fouled off to the right. They have changed the error to the third baseman, Steve Tolleson. So I think it was an errant decision for Reynolds to even go there. I guess the error goes to the third base because he didn't catch it. Two errors in the inning for the O's. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Pedroia. 0-2.
Well, first the mental error throwing the ball to third base, and let's see if Tolleson, probably could have made that catch. That's probably the right decision right there. And the last pitch to Dustin Pedroia, a breaking ball. Something that when you've been off a little bit of a time, it takes your timing away from those breaking pitches.
Into center field. Jones coming in hard. He will make the catch. Aviles is tagging. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close. No, couldn't catch it. And the game is tied. Wieters couldn't make the grab on a hop, and Aviles gets in. It is 2-2. Red Sox taking advantage of some miscues in the inning for the O's.
Boy, from where Adam Jones caught that, I didn't think they were going to send the runner at third base, but Tim Bogard does, and it's not even really that close. Wieters could never make the catch on the one-hop throw from Adam Jones. So things have turned quickly in this ball game. Red Sox catch a break. The Orioles caught a break earlier in the ball game.
And they get the pitch count up of this Orioles starter, and Jason Hamill up to 96 pitches now. Still only one out in the inning. Here's Adrian Gonzalez. It's a fly ball sky to left. Steve Pearce is out in left field, and he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Second out of the inning as Podsednik gets back to the bag. It's second, 2 down. Well, tomorrow night at 6, join us for Red Sox First Pitch, presented by Farm Families of Cabot Creamery Cooperative and VermontVacation.com. TC, Jim, and Jenny will get a preview. Game 2 of the series as Josh Beckett goes for his 5th win of the year. It'll be Beckett's first start against Baltimore this season. Our coverage begins at 6, live from Yawkey Way, only on Nesson. 2 down in the 5th inning, David Ortiz. And the runner at second base. They're going to put him on. This will be the third walk given up by Hamill, the first of the intentional variety. David had been 0 for 2, flying out to left and striking out. Well, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox earn a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. 2 runs in, 2 men on with 2 outs in the inning. David Ortiz getting his 7th intentional walk to lead the American League in that category. Here is Kevin Youkilis, 0 for 2 in the game. Jumps on that first fastball and fouls it off. .102 tonight, reaching his average. Youkilis takes strike 2. 0-2.
Hamel making a nice pitch down and in here to Kevin Youkilis. Not one you want to swing at until you get 2 strikes. And back to the breaking ball away, but missing the outside part of the plate. Barely.
Throws it inside this time, 2-2. Jared Saltalamacchia on deck, 2 outs, 2 on, 2 runs in here in the 5th. And Youkilis strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. Big strikeout for Hamel, but Red Sox get 2 runs in the inning, tie the game, 2-2. Top half of the 6th inning. Well, 1 hiccup tonight for John Lester. It was the 3rd inning when the error made by Aviles. This could have been a double play ball for Aviles. But instead, everybody's safe, and then he gives up back-to-back base hits that lead to the 2 runs the Orioles get in the 3rd inning, with Chavez scoring and then Andino coming in. The hits for Jones and Wieters. And he had to throw 31 pitches in that 3rd inning. But his offense comes back, and they're able to get 2 runs to tie the game. Some help from the Orioles defense on the other side. 19-minute wait, it turns out, for John Lester. Wieters struck out in the first inning. Single to drive in a run in the third inning. Line to right, down the right field line, and it's headed for the corner. Sweeney plays it in the corner, but to second base goes Wieters. He will get there standing with a leadoff double to begin things here in the sixth inning.
Wieters 2 for 3 on the night. Had the base hit to drive in the run in the third. Takes an outside fastball from John Lester and goes with it. Takes it down that right field corner along the boards. Off the cement pot of the wall, fielded out there by Sweeney, but Wieters at second base with the leadoff double.
2 hits in the game now for Wieters as Mark Reynolds checks in. He grounded out to third base in the second, walked in the third inning. Slap foul off to the right, out of play. Two runs, 4 hits, an error for the Red Sox. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Orioles. Bunt down the third baseline, and Youkilis can do nothing with it. What a bunt down that left side, and Youkilis coming from third base. Reynolds just drops it down, and first and third, nobody out.
That's a beautiful bunt from a guy you really don't expect it from. Nobody expects Reynolds to bunt in this situation. Guy that can hit home runs, and he drops it down perfectly down that third base line. It's actually bunting for a base hit. He was not sacrificing.
Standing room only packs are available now. Pair either a game against the Yankees or a popular summer weekend date with an early June game to create your own unique packs for as little as $40 beyond the best access to concessions and restrooms. Standing room only tickets also provide a unique way to experience all that Fenway Park has to offer at an affordable price. Get your tickets today. RedSox.com/SRO packs. Swing and a miss for Steve Pearce. Pearce 0 for 2. He flied out to left field in the second inning. Struck out looking in the third. Wieters at third base. Reynolds at first. Nobody out.
Back-to-back change-ups from John Lester. He's got an aggressive hitter up there who wants to drive in a run badly, and back-to-back change-ups from Lester.
'90th pitch coming up for John Lester. High fly ball out to left center field. Podsednik coming from center to make the catch. Wieters tagging. Throw goes to second. Wieters will score, and the Orioles are back on top as they take a 3-2 lead. Sac fly for Steve Pearce to left center field.
Well, good job by Pearce. I mean, he looked down on a couple of change-ups from John Lester. Then he got a pitch he could lift and get deep enough in the outfield. Back to the fastball for Lester, and Pearce with the fly ball. He didn't like the fly ball, but you just got an RBI. Drove in the go-ahead run.
Now Troy Patton warming in the pen, the left-hander. 106 pitches for the Orioles starter Jason Hamill through the first 5. Ronnie Paulino 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the second inning. Grounded out in the fourth. To first base. Gonzalez tags first. Throws to second. It's a tag play. And safely into second base is Reynolds.
The right decision there by Gonzalez. Instead of going 3-6-3, he decides to tag first because he's close. The problem is he had to throw around the base runner. And that throw is going to pull Aviles off second base where he can't make a tag. You see the base runner trying to, what you try to do is line yourself up with the infielder that's going to receive the throw. And when Gonzalez is looking at that, all he's seeing is the back of the runner going to second base.
Here's Steve Tollison with 2 outs. He is 0 for 2, fly to right in the 3rd inning, grounded out to second base in the 4th. That's a strike over the outside corner, 1-1. Popped up. Middle of the infield. Aviles from shortstop takes charge and puts it away to wrap up the inning. But the Orioles pull ahead with a run in the top of the 6th inning. It's 3-2 Baltimore. Tonight in Miami, it's Dennis and Callahan on 93.7 FM and Nesson. John and Jerry will talk Celtics, but they'll also talk to our own Jerry Remy about Daniel Bard's future. It all starts tomorrow morning at 6 right here on Nesson and 93.7 FM. Happy 6th birthday. And first Red Sox game here at Fenway Park.
Very colorful sign.
New pitcher on, as is called. The bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Troy Patton becomes the second Orioles pitcher of the night. He takes over for Jason Hamill. Went the first 5 innings. 23rd appearance for Patton. 1-0 with a 3.55 earned run average. First pitch misses inside to Jared Saltalamacchia to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Tap foul, 1-1. Last 7 appearances, Pat has given up 1 earned run in 7 2/3. 2-1 pitch. It's outside, 3-1. Hamill goes the first 5 innings in tonight's game. Gives up 4 hits and 2 runs. Walked 3, 1 intentionally, and struck out 6. Did go the minimum necessary to make himself eligible for a victory as Orioles getting a run in the 6th inning. Take a 3-2 lead. Needs some help from his bullpen as Saltalamacchia now a full count. Strike 3 call. Saltalamacchia getting the bad news from Dan Bellino.
Well, according to Saltalamacchia, really bad news. We'll take a look on a replay of the Amica Pit Zone and see what that has to say. A little bit low.
One down here in the 6th inning. Ryan Sweeney, the batter, 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Grounded out to second base in the 4th. In there for a strike over the inside corner, 2-1. Orioles coming in with a 3.72 earned run average, good for 4th in the American League. That's a strike and a full count. Back-to-back batters now, 3-2. This time is ball 4, and Sweeney will head down to first base. A 1-out walk. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Don, this Saturday, the Four Seasons Hotel Boston is partnering up with the David Ortiz Children's Fund for the 3rd annual Run of Hope. David Ortiz believes in the importance of giving back to the community.
I like doing things for the community, and I think, like always, as always, there's always a lot of people that one way or the other we can help them out to for anything that they're going through, and Mass General always do a great job at it, and I always try to be available to help out with anything.
All proceeds of the Run of Hope will benefit pediatric cancer research at the Mass General Hospital for Children and Cancer Center. The event will include raffle prizes, a gourmet pancake breakfast, and kids' activities. So far, the Run of Hope has raised $1 million for Mass General. To learn more about the run, to register, or to donate, go to fourseasonsrunofhope.com. Don?
All right, Jenny, here's a liner into left field for Daniel Nava. And Ryan Sweeney up to second base all of a sudden with 1 down. The Red Sox have 2 men on.
You know, Daniel Nava switching around to the right side of the plate. Line shot, top speed line drive that quickly gets by J.J. Hardy. So the Red Sox with a couple of base runners here with 1 out.
It's one of the 4th hit for Nava against a lefty this season. As Rick Adair, the pitching coach, is headed out to talk to Troy Patton. Just to follow up on Jenny's segment, David Ortiz does an incredible amount of work in the community. It always amazes me. Every off day, it seems like David is someplace or multiple places with his off day and in the community here in Boston.
I agree with you, Don. And you know, I've said this before, and players today in all sports, all our local teams do a tremendous amount of work for charities. They really do. Much more than the players of the past. And I think a lot of it stems down through the organizations. You know, it's part of your job to be out in the community.
Right.
And I think that all our teams in our area do a fabulous job. I mean, not a day goes by where you don't read something in the paper where somebody from some organization is doing something nice for charity. The Red Sox is certainly involved.
No doubt about it. I don't think David gets enough credit for that either. And the amount of stuff that he does on a daily basis. he gets it. There's no doubt about it. 1 out and 2 on as Mike Aviles. 2 hits tonight already. A single in the third, a single in the fifth.
And Mike Naracha reminds me that he won the Roberto Clemente Award for his work, his charity work.
Ball and a strike to Aviles.
Of course, Michael and I had no chance of getting a drumstick because we were not at the concert in Toronto. They're on page 6.
1-1 is to left, and is going to get in. One hops the wall. Around from second base comes Sweeney. He'll score. Throw to second. Aviles got to get back to the bag at first, and he does, diving. Third hit of the night for Mike Aviles, and this one ties the game at 3.
Not bad production out of your 9-hitter in the lineup. 3 hits, all singles. That ball down in the zone, a changeup, but a good job staying back with the hands for Aviles. And he puts it on the line to tie this ball game up.
So tied up again, first and third. 1 out here in the 6th inning. Scott Podsednik, the batter. He's walked, singled, reached on an error. In the air, struck well out towards right center field. Jones on the run will get back there to make the catch. Tagging at third is Nava. He will score easily, and the Red Sox take a 4-3 lead. Now Podsednik sending it out to deep center field. Jones does a great job of getting back there, but no problem for Nava to tag and score, and the Red Sox take a 4-3 lead.
Good professional hitting by Podsednik, facing a left-hander, still able to make the contact, get the ball in the air, and get that run home from third base.
So Red Sox on top as Pedroia stands in, and that comes in on a hop. Dustin 0 for 2 with a sac fly in the game. Well, today also is the Scooper Bowl. Red Sox wives. Dustin Pedroia also included as part of the Scooper Bowl today. Dustin's sac fly good for his 22nd RBI of the year. Outside, and it is 3-0. Adrian Gonzalez waits on deck. Red Sox have scored twice already off reliever Troy Patton. Buck Showalter going to him here in the 6th inning. There's ball 4. Down to first goes Pedroia. Second walk of the inning given up by Patton. Patton giving up just 1 earned run in his last 7 2/3, but he gives up 2 runs so far here in the 6th. Beth Israel Deaconess, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, invites you to join the walking club. Start your own walking program for better health. Need some inspiration? Check out their new music video featuring one of our very own Red Sox stars. Find out which one at bidmc.org/walking. 2 on and 2 down in the inning. Adrian Gonzalez 0 for 3 as he takes strike 1. Grounded out in the first, grounded out in the third, flied out to left in the 5th. Chopped softly towards Andino at second. He will flip to first to get Gonzalez. And to end the inning, Red Sox score a pair and take a 4-3 lead at the end of 6. Sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Now the Red Sox getting 2 runs in the last half of the 6th inning. They take a 4-3 lead to the top of the 7th. John Lester back on the mound. 96 pitches now for Lester as Scott Atchison warms in the pen. Franklin Morales was up very early in this game in the 3rd inning. This one sent foul down the left field line, out of play. Andy Chavez leading it off here in the inning, 1 for 2 in the game. Had an infield hit in the 3rd. They have changed the ruling, Jerry, to a base hit for Nava back in the 5th inning. And taking the error away from Reynolds at first base. So a couple hits for Nava. This is into left field for Chavez, and Nava will play it on a hop. But second hit of the night for Andy Chavez.
And Chavez taking this ball to the opposite field. Had an infield hit, almost like a swinging bunt back in the 3rd inning. This time he gets a high fastball up and away and slaps it to left field for the base hit.
Here comes Bobby Valentine after the leadoff single for Chavez. Has not reached 100 pitches yet. And he now looks out to the bullpen to see that Atchison is out there and that he is done. So Lester done here, shy of 100 pitches. Lead runner on in the 7th inning. Atchison coming in. Red Sox have a 4-3 lead. Back at Fenway, 4-3. Red Sox on top. Runner at first, nobody out. Robert Andino, the batter, and he will bloop one into right field for a base hit. Chavez touches second. He'll stay there. Sweeney guns it back in, but base hit for Robert Andino. First and second, nobody out for the O's.
Well, third time he's been on base tonight. Reached on the error. Now back-to-back base hits. The fifth in the first pitch, a cut fastball from Atchison toward the end of the bat, but dropped in front of Sweeney in right field.
Well, John Lester had not yet thrown 100 pitches. Bobby Valentine coming out to get him, and John appeared to be quite surprised. Looked to the pen and saw Atchison was warming up, and out he goes. Now a spectator with nobody out in the seventh inning. He's responsible for Chavez, who is at second base. J.J. Hardy takes strike one. Numbers for Atchison, his 23rd appearance, 1-0, and nifty 0.86 earned run average. 26 strikeouts and 31 1/3, and opponents hitting at just .205 against Atchison. Hardy lines it into center field, a base hit. Chavez going to be waved around by DeMarlo Hale. Here comes the throw from center, and it will be not in time. Orioles tie the score, and that run is charged to John Lester. His line is complete as he heads to the clubhouse in a 4-4 game.
Once again, it looks like the cut fastball from Atchison up the middle, the line drive, and back come the Orioles in this one to tie it. Looked like it might be close to the plate, but the throw for Podsednik just dies a little bit on the way in, and no problem for Chavez to score.
Still 2 on, nobody out, and Adam Jones, the batter, get into the heart of this Orioles order. Jones takes ball one. Double-barreled action as Andrew Miller and Matt Albers both up. On the corner, and it's 1-1. Andino at second base, Hardy at first. Nobody out here in the top of the seventh. Orioles have tied the score 4-side. On the ground, back to Atchison. He'll go to second for one. On to first, not going to be in time. With the middleman and Hardy at second base. Andino to third. Jones reaches at first.
Yeah, tough making a play like that when you're going to your right, as Atchison was. Try to spin around and make that throw to second base and complete a double play. There's the reach by Pedroia, the off-balance throw not in time to get Adam Jones. Red Sox do pick up their first out.
So first and third, one out, and Matt Wieters coming up. Wieters 2 for 3 in the game. After striking out in the first, singled in the third, doubled in the sixth inning. This will bounce away, and the runner from first to second will move up, but remaining at third base was Andino. Jones takes second base on what is a wild pitch.
Much easier for Jones at first base to see this, the distance, how far it got away, than it was for Andino. Andino probably could have scored on that, but I think that his vision was blocked.
Now they're going to put Wieters on, with Mark Reynolds waiting on deck.
See if Bobby Valentine goes to Matt Albers, more of a sinker ball pitcher, a ground ball pitcher, to try to get a double play and get out of the inning.
Intentional walk complete. And Bobby Valentine making his way out. So John Lester charged with the run in this inning that has tied the score 4-4. Charged with 4 runs in 6+, 8 hits, a walk, and 5 Ks. Throws 99 pitches. Atchison departs after facing 4 batters. Responsible for all the men on as Matt Albers makes his way in. After the game, only on Nesson. Let's send it down to Jenny Dell.
Don, the MLB news and notes are brought to you by Nissan. The Mariners' Felix Hernandez will skip his scheduled start on Wednesday due to a sore back. He left Friday's start after just 5 innings. Starlin Castro failed to turn a double play yesterday, thinking there was 3 outs. The Cubs manager may bench him if the mental errors do not stop. And Major League Baseball will be encouraging players to use social media during this year's All-Star Game. They will set up computer stations for players to use Twitter and Facebook once they've come out of the game. Don?
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. Of course, the Red Sox will see the Cubs on this next road trip. We go back to Wrigley Field in Chicago.
Yeah, unfortunately for us, just one game that Friday afternoon, and the national teams take over the weekend, Fox and ESPN.
Matt Albers appears in his 22nd game, 1-0 with a 2.01 earned run average. 22 in the 3rd innings. 14 strikeouts for him, and opponents hitting at .213.
Well, we'll switch here to try to get a sinker ball pitcher in, which Matt Albers is, to try to get a ground ball double play and get out of this inning.
It's time now for tonight's Twisted But True fact of the game. Recently, pitch counts have become a highly debated topic. 15 years ago, things were a little different. On this date in 1997, Tim Wakefield threw 169 pitches in 8 2/3 innings against Milwaukee. It's by far the highest total of the season for Wake, but not the highest of his career. 4 years earlier, Wake threw 172 pitches in a 10-inning effort while with the Pirates, leaving him turned out to be with the right decision because he was the winning pitcher in both games. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea. It tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. Bases loaded here with 1 out in the inning. Mark Reynolds, the batter. And he takes ball 1. Reynolds grounded out in the 2nd, walked in the 3rd, reached on an infield hit in the 6th inning. Outside, 2-0. Bases filled with Orioles. 61 at bats for Reynolds with the bases loaded. He struck out 30 times. The 61 opportunities he's had with the bases loaded. 2-0 pitches, a strike, and it is 2-1. He's a guy that will walk a lot, though, 75 plus in each of the last 3 years. Out to right field. Sweeney coming in full bore. He will not get there. Drops in for a hit. Throw goes to 2nd. Run scores, and the Orioles take a 5-4 lead. Out to short right. Sweeney was coming in as hard as he could, but Reynolds drops in front of him. 2nd hit for Reynolds. And his first RBI, Baltimore takes a 5-4 lead.
I got to give some credit to Reynolds here. I mean, he gets a pretty tough pitch, one that's away from him, and just drops it in front of Sweeney. He had a bunt base hit his last time up back in the 6th inning. And that's the slider that time toward the end of the bat.
So bases reloaded and still just one out of the inning. Line into right field, a base hit, and from third comes Adam Jones. It is now 6-4 Baltimore. RBI single for Steve Pearce. These runs have been charged to Atchison, the first runs that he's given up since April 25th.
Now Pierce, a name that we're not really familiar with, a sacrifice fly in the 6th inning, and now a base hit on the first pitch from Alberts. Again going to the opposite field.
15 appearances in between runs allowed by Atchison. Alberts allows 2 inherited runners to score so far. Ronnie Paulino, the batter, will trickle one foul. Andrew Miller in the pen. On deck, Steve Tollison. He'd be the 9th member of the Orioles to bat here in the 7th inning. Paulino tonight has struck out, grounded out twice, 0 for 3. 270 hitter in his career with the bases loaded, 1 grand slam. Wieters at third base, Reynolds at second, and Pierce at first. On the ground towards second, Pedroia to second base for 1, on to first for 2. The Orioles score 3 times in the inning and take a 6-4 lead. Let's check in with your need to know with Nessa Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jamison Coyle.
Casino of the Boston Red Sox has endless opportunities to dine, play, thrill, relax, and of course, win. When you're here, you can be anyone. Foxwoods, anything but ordinary.
Six to 4, Baltimore on top of Boston. As we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The ace pitching line for John Lester, 6+8 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them are earned runs. Walked 1, struck out 5. Troy Patton back on the mound here for the Orioles. Patton gave up a run in the 6th inning. David Ortiz stands in to begin things here in the 7th. Red Sox now trailing by 2. Ortiz flying to left in the 2nd inning, struck out swinging in the 4th, intentionally walked in the 5th. Now Albers ends up allowing 2 inherited runners to score. The runs charged to Atchison, so he's charged with 2 runs. And on the hook. Ball 2, 2-1. Rounds it foul. 2-2 now to Big Papi. Kevin Youkilis, Jared Saltalamacchia scheduled to follow here in the 7th inning.
See that play by Jerry Lane at first base?
No.
Pretty sharp. Looks like it might have been a soccer player at some point in his career.
Ricochet off the photographer's well.
Watch Jerry Lane here kick this. Boom.
Wow, nice.
Huh? That's pretty good stuff.
That was good.
Real good stuff.
Kevin Youkilis, then Saltalamacchia to bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox trailing by 2 runs now. Orioles score 3 times in the top half of the 7th inning. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ortiz strikes out. 1 down in the 7th inning. Second strikeout for Troy Patton.
Breaking ball that time from Patton to pick up the strikeout against David Ortiz. Goes with that slider away. And up comes Buck Showalter. Get the lefty out of the way.
Pitching change, 6-4 Orioles. third inning, part of a 2-run third off John Lester to get the Orioles off to a 2-0 advantage. Red Sox could come back, though, as Mike Aviles ends up with 3 hits so far in the game, but his second one in the 6th inning puts the Red Sox on top 3-2, but back come the O's again. Reynolds in the 7th inning is part of a 3-run 7th inning for the Orioles. That RBI single, and John Lester's night done after 6+4 runs, 2 earned. The pitcher on for the O's, Luis Ayala, the third pitcher used for Buck Showalter, 23rd appearance. 1-1 with a 2.13 earned run average. 25 and a third innings, 14 Ks. Opponents hitting at 230 against Ayala. Kevin Youkilis leads it off and takes strike 1. Ayala's had a tough time over his last 9 appearances. 9 2/3. He's given up 6 earned runs, so a 5.59 ERA in his last 9 appearances since May 10th. It's after he started the year with 13 consecutive scoreless appearances. Didn't give up a run in his first 15 2/3 innings. Now on a strike to Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis tonight has struck out, grounded out, and struck out again. Breaking ball fouled off. Troy Patton went an inning and a third, gave up 2 hits and 2 runs. Walked 2, struck out 2. Outside, 2-2. Ayala spent last year with the Yankees at 2.09 earned run average, 52 appearances for New York. This ground ball wrapped foul into the seats. Two pitch misses inside, full count, 3-2.
Well, both times tonight that Youkilis has struck out, they've gone to the slider. Let's see if they do it on the 3-2 count. Looks like they are.
Line foul down into the seats down the left field line.
Not sure if that was a slider or just a changeup, 83 miles an hour. Looked like it was supposed to be a slider, but didn't slide very much.
In the air to right, shallow is Chavez. He goes back and makes the catch shy of the track for the second out of the 7th inning. It's time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow in Game 2 of the series, it'll be Wei-Yin Chen getting the ball for the Orioles. He was very good in his first 7 starts. 4-0 with a 2.45 ERA. Things have been very different, though, in his last 3 starts. His ERA in his last 3 is over 7, and opponents have hit better than 300 against him. Live coverage begins tomorrow at 6 p.m. with Red Sox first pitch. There is Wei-Yin Chen, who gets the start here tomorrow night for the O's. Matched up against Josh Beckett. Game 2 of the series. Fly ball to deep left field. Pierce going back at the wall. It is off the wall. Saltalamacchia heading for second base, and he'll get there standing. 2-out double for Jared Saltalamacchia off the wall and left.
Second time tonight that Saltalamacchia has gone to the opposite field. The first time for a single, this time for a double. Fastball sailing away. And Saltalamacchia once again using that left field wall to his advantage.
Here's Ryan Sweeney, who was struck out, grounded out, and walked. Scored a run after he walked in the 6th inning. It's a little getaway. Saltalamacchia heads for third. He'll get there standing. Pass ball has been charged to Wieters. In there for a strike, 2-1. Fouled straight back, 2-2 now for Ryan Sweeney. Daniel Nava batting out of the number 8 spot. 2 hits in the game tonight. Waits on deck. Ayala with a 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Sweeney is gone, and so are the Red Sox in the 7th inning. They lead Saltalamacchia at third. Orioles have a 6-4 lead. Inning 6-4, Orioles on top by 2. As they come to bat, more Matt Albers, the former Oriole, on the mound. Ronnie Paulino had finished last inning. Is Steve Tollison, who leads it off here for the Orioles. And then Andy Chavez, Robert Andino to follow. Pedro Strop, the former Texas Ranger, warming in the pen now for the Orioles. Tollison with a swing and a miss. He is 0 for 3 in the game. Flied to right in the 3rd inning, grounded out in the 4th, popped out in the 6th inning. Still 7-0 in New York. They're in the 9th inning now. Yankees with that 7-0 lead over Tampa Bay. The strike, and now a full count. Andy Chavez waiting on deck, then Robert Andino here in the 8th. Foul tip held onto by Saltalamacchia for strike 3. First strikeout for Albers.
There's a good sinking fastball here from Matt Albers, dipping down around shin high, and no contact from Tollison.
One down here in the 8th. There is Andy Chavez. 2 for 3 from the number 9 spot. Infield hit in the 3rd inning. Single to left in the 7th as he takes strike 1. Foul back, 1-2. We'll never miss another Sox game. Go to NESN.com/schedule now to download the full season schedule into your favorite calendar program at home, in the office, or on the go. Remind you when the game is on. Download it now at NESN.com/schedule. 1 out in the 8th. Andy Chavez down 1-2. Bounces in, 2-2. On the ground towards 3rd. Euclid to his left. Throw in time. 2 down.
Got a nice shot. The moon just above the clouds.
Did you know that there was a transit of Venus going on tonight, Jerry? It's a ground ball to second base.
Get back to that.
Pedroia will throw on Andino, and that will end the top of the 8th. 6-4 Orioles after 7.5. Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of free checking that's got nothing to hide, which means no fees or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. Anyway, Jerry, Transit of Venus. The Transit of Venus begins at 6 p.m. tonight. It continues for 6 hours or so after sunset here in Boston. Transit of Venus across the sun takes place when the planet of Venus passes directly between the sun and the earth, becoming visible against and hence obscuring a small portion of the solar disk.
Really?
Yes.
Is that why the moon's so yellow?
I have no idea why it's yellow. I'm just telling you about the transits of Venus. And the transits of Venus are among the rarest or predictable astronomical phenomena. They occur in a pattern that repeats every 243 years. This is a big deal.
Every 243 years?
Yeah.
So we won't see another one.
No, probably not.
No.
Odds are pretty slim.
This is it.
So it's big tonight, but I don't think that's it. In the air to left. Pierce on the run, still going, will get there. Long run, but he makes the catcher Tyre Nava. First out of the 8th inning. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express, committed to helping the cause. One out in the 8th. Mike Aviles, the batter. Big night for Mike. He's had 3 hits in the game. Pedro Strop here in for the 8th inning. His 24th appearance. 3-2. 1.32 earned run average. Opponent's hitting at just 159 against him. Red Sox have their closer up, Alfredo Aceves. It's 2-2. Tried to hold up, could not. Pitch was in the dirt, fooled him. And a breaking ball from Strop.
Now Strop throws that hard breaking ball, and it's tough for hitters to pick it up. That ball bouncing to home plate, but Aviles not able to check the swing.
Aviles may have gone around. They check. He did. Strike 3, 2 down. Jerry Lane, first base umpire, rings him up.
Yeah, I think he did. Looks like the wrist did break. As hard as he tried to hold up the barrel of the bat.
2 outs here in the 8th. Scott Podsednik, the batter. Walk in the first, singled in the 3rd. Pitched on an error in the 5th and then had a sac fly in the 6th inning. Picked up his 4th RBI. That's in there for strike 1-1. In the dirt, tried to hold up. Did he go? They will check and no, says Hunter Wintelstead. And Buck Showalter getting on Wintelstead down there at third base.
See how Podsednik just let that bat go out of his hands before he could break his wrist?
2-1. On the ground, up the middle, and off the glove of Andino into center. Podsednik able to reach his 2nd hit of the night.
Now Podsednik's had a big night, a walk, base hit, sacrifice, another sacrifice fly to drive and a run. Now another base hit up the middle. Off the glove of a diving Robert Andino. Sometimes you can't help yourself out there. You dive, even though you've got no chance to get Pasenik at first base, you know the guy runs well, but the natural tendency for infield is dive to try to make the play.
Pedroia takes ball 1 away. Dustin returning to the Red Sox lineup tonight. Struck out in the first, struck out in the third, hit a sac fly in the fifth, walked in the 6th inning. On the ground to shortstop. J.J. Hardy will go to second for the out. That ends the inning. We have played 8 from Fenway. 6-4, Orioles on top. The first pitch. Stay with us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's with TC, Jim, and Jenny at 6:30. Josh Beckett hopes to bounce back from his 5th loss of the season last Thursday. 3 of the 4 Tigers runs he allowed in the outing came in the top of the 3rd. Beckett will face the Orioles for the first time this season. Live coverage begins tomorrow at 6, live from Yawkey Way. Alfredo Aceves into the game here for the Red Sox, with the Red Sox trailing by 2 runs. Trying to keep it right where it is. J.J. Hardy leading it off against Aceves. Hardy with 2 hits and an RBI in the game, a triple and a single. Alfredo Aceves getting his 14th save in a scoreless 9th inning on Saturday at Toronto. 14 saves, ranked 4th in the American League. 95 miles an hour, and by Hardy, 1 and 2. One foul back. Jim Johnson, the closer for the Orioles, getting ready in the pen. He has converted 25 straight save opportunities, second longest in Orioles franchise history. 1-2 pitch. On the ground to shortstop. Aviles has got it. 1 down in the top of the 9th inning. Hitting the road, take the Red Sox with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today. See every Red Sox out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit RedSox.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. One out in the ninth inning. Adam Jones, the batter. He singled to drive in a run back in the third inning. Popped up, foul ground. That'll get back into the seats. Back to Aceves, who will fire to first. 2 down. Adam Jones. Two down for Matt Wieters. Wieters with a single in the third. Double in the sixth inning. An intentional walk in the seventh. He's been on base 3 times. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Swing and a miss. 1-2-3 ninth for Aceves. Red Sox coming up, leading 2 to tie. Jim Johnson will be coming in. To you by Southwest Airlines, Sullivan Tire, Kia Motors, and by AT&T. Well, we head now to the last half of the ninth inning back at Fenway Park. 6-4, the Orioles on top of the Red Sox. Some changes for the O's in at third base. Ryan Flaherty defensively takes over for Steve Tollefson at third base. And the new pitcher is Jim Johnson. 24th appearance, 0.78 earned run average, 17 out of 17 in save opportunities. 23 innings, 14 Ks to 4 walks. Opponents hitting at just 163 against him. Gonzalez gets a bat out of the way. A 95-mile-an-hour pitch, ball 1. Mentioned Jim Johnson has converted 25 straight opportunities dating back to last year. 17 saves, tied for the major league lead as he misses with ball 2. Adrian Gonzalez tonight 0 for 4 in the game. There's a strike, 2-1. David Ortiz, then Kevin Youkilis expected here in the 9th. On the ground right side, Andino in short right will throw out Gonzalez, 1 down in the 9th. So 1 out, and it brings up David Ortiz. David has fly to left, struck out, but intentionally walked and struck out again. This is, I think, Jerry, where the Orioles have really improved is the back end of their bullpen now and towards the end of games if they have a lead.
Very similar to the Red Sox. You know what the Red Sox have done with their bullpen, the Orioles have done just about the same thing. Talked about the success of Johnson, what he's had as a closer. It's been remarkable.
Ortiz fouls it off, 95 on the fastball.
It's not a straight fastball either. That's got a little tail to it. Caught 88, Don.
Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, stay with us for WB Mason. Red Sox Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. That is card 88. Ortiz to left. Struck well. It's going to grab some wall. Off the wall. Pierce gets it back in quickly. Holds Ortiz to a long single. First hit of the night for David.
Well, we've seen the lefties kind of wear out that left field wall tonight. Saw Tulamaki a couple of times. A curveball this time from Johnson that Ortiz stays back on and finds that left field wall. Has to hold up at first base or hear the noise out there against the scoreboard, and Ortiz was yet to first base.
One out, one on. Kevin Youkilis stands in. He's had success against Johnson in the past, including a home run. As he takes ball 1 inside. Oh for 4 tonight. He has struck out twice, grounded out, flied out. There's ball 2, 2-0. Johnson did not like that. Either Buck Showalter. Youkilis gets jammed, pops it up. Out goes Andino, the second baseman, to make the catch. 2 down. So big out there for Johnson. Got behind 2-0, but he gets Youkilis to pop out.
A tough night for Kevin Youkilis. 0 for 5 on the night.
Jared Saltalamacchia been on base 3 times. Walk, single, struck out, double. Red Sox being out hit by the Orioles 12-10, trail by 2 runs. Orioles going to the shift on the right side. Saltalamacchia with a swing and a miss for strike 1. Outside 1-1. swing and a miss, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down in the ninth. Saltalamacchia carves it foul. Hanks tough here at 1-2. Orioles try to take game 1 of this 3-game series. 1-2 pitch. Saltalamacchia fouls off another. Now Wieters out to talk to his closer, Jim Johnson. On the hook right now for the Red Sox is Scott Atchison. Giving up runs for the first time since April 25th. One-two pitch. In the air down the left field line. Bending foul. Back and forth contest tonight. And right now the Orioles a strike away. Saltalamacchia hits one in the air to deep left field. Back goes Pierce at the wall. It is off the top. Gone. 2-run home run. Game tied 6-6. Jared Saltalamacchia with 2 strikes and 2 outs in the ninth. Ties it up 6-6.
Well, Buck Showalter is going to come out and question that one, but it looked like it hit the top of the wall. Over the top of the wall on that ledge. Umpires will now get together. A fan looked like he reached over and touched it with his hat. That ball is going to be a home run. They will review it. What makes this interesting, Don, to me, is the fan that reached over with the hat.
Exactly. That's the difference.
What did that do to the baseball?
That is the only time. We have not seen that before. We've seen it hit the ledge before, but not had a fan interfere with it.
It appeared that it was going to be on top of the ledge. Now watch the fan with the hat. Changes directions of the baseball, but where was the hat?
I think either way it would hit the ledge on top.
I think so too. But that adds some complications to the call, I would think.
Sixth review for the Red Sox. 5 have come at Fenway.
Let's take one more look. Did it touch the hat or did it touch
I thought it did. I thought it changed direction after hitting the hat.
I did. I thought it did too, but it looked like it had enough juice to get out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be an interesting call.
Yep.
I really do. Here's the pitch to Saltalamacchia again, going to the opposite field for the 3rd time tonight. He's wondering, does it have enough? Does it have enough? So far it does. We'll see.
Well, they are taking their time, no doubt, and I'm sure this is the reason. It has added kind of a new wrinkle.
And there's contact there. There's no question with that guy.
Home run. 6-6 game from Fenway. First blown save for Jim Johnson. Now Ryan Sweeney takes ball one. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every Red Sox home run, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. 2-0 pitch. In there for strike 2 and 1. On the ground right side. And Dino will go to first, and we will play bonus baseball. Red Sox have tied it up 6-6. Dustin Pedroia and the Red Sox fired up. They've tied it up.
And Saltalamacchia again gets a fastball away, goes to the opposite field, right on top of the wall for the home run to tie this ball game in dramatic fashion. Big night for Saltalamacchia.
His 11th home run. Leads American League catchers now, one ahead of Mike Napoli. 6-6 game as we go to the 10th inning. Fredo Sevic back on the hill again. And a first pitch ball to Mark Reynolds leads it off here for the O's in the 10th. So Red Sox and Orioles played a 17-inning game here at Fenway Park earlier this season. 4th extra inning game of the year for the Red Sox. This is the 9th extra inning game for the Orioles. 3 of the 4 for the Red Sox have come against Baltimore. 3-0. Action for the Orioles. Darren O'Day warming in the pen. Three and one. Jim Johnson had converted 25 straight save opportunities dating back to last year. First blown save. Just allowed 2 runs all season. Gives up 2 runs in the 9th. Foul ball, full count. Down goes Reynolds. All 4 runs that Johnson has allowed have come on home runs. Steve Pearce, Ronnie Paulino expected to bat after Reynolds here in the 10th. Three-two pitch. Inside ball 4, and Aceves walks the lead runner in the 10th inning.
Now we'll see how Buck Showalter plays this now with their Pierce at the plate. Do they sacrifice the man at second base? Red Sox will certainly be expecting that.
Going down in front of home plate. Aceves will pick it up, and his throw will be just in time. Down there in a hurry as he and Saltalamacchia both converging, and it's Aceves throws out Pierce. Sacrifice gets Reynolds to second base.
Aceves really got a good, excellent jump on that, getting off the mound. Saltalamacchia thought the ball was up in the air. He kind of looked up in the air first and then going down toward the plate. Watch Salty look up. Can't find it. The ball's in front of home plate, and Aceves bails him out by making the play.
No runner at second, 1 down. Ronnie Paulino, the batter. Paulino grounds one back up the middle into center field, and around from second base comes Mark Reynolds. The Orioles will take the lead in the 10th. Ronnie Paulino right back up the middle picks up the RBI. And Baltimore back on top, 7-6, just like that.
Jumps right on the first pitch, too, from Aceves. Got the fastball, takes it up the middle. So the sacrifice successful, get him in scoring position, get the base hit to drive him in. Aviles tried to keep it in the infield by diving and knocking it down, but he could not. And the Orioles retake the lead.
First run that Aceves has given up to the Orioles in 8 1/3 innings worth of work against Baltimore. Runner first, 1 out, a run in. Ryan Flaherty showing bunt, his first appearance at the plate tonight as he took over for Tollison at third base defensively last inning. Red Sox more action in the pen. Andrew Miller back up again. He had been up earlier. This one laced foul. See if the Orioles do anything here with a count of 2-1. 1 out. Ronnie Paulino at first base. Long look down at DeMarlo Hale, reeling off the signs.
See if they try a hit and run here. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Nothing doing.
Change up that time from Aceves.
Tap foul, 2-2. Red Sox in the bottom of the 10th inning. Nava, Vilas, Letsednik's schedule. But he gets on, Pedroia will have a chance. Line to right and in for a base hit. Paulino will touch second, head for third. Sweeney's throw is going to be cut off. And it's first and third now with one out. Flaherty gets a base hit to right.
Yeah, Flaherty coming in for defensive reasons. Had a couple of good swings in that at bat off of Seves. Gets the ball down and in and hooks it in the right field for the base hit.
First and third, one down. Indy Chavez, the batter.
Now you got to be careful about anything here. Even the possible squeeze play with Chavez at the plate.
Chavez swinging at the first pitch, fouls it back out of play. There's 2 hits tonight. Infield hit in the third, a single to left in the 7th. 2 for 4 night. Fouled back 0-2. And the Red Sox and Orioles played 17 innings last time the Red Sox were in extra innings. And of course it was Adam Jones who hit the home run off Darnell McDonald. And it turned out the Orioles would win 9-6. That was in the top half of the 17th. Of course, in that game, Chris Davis, first baseman for the Orioles, pitched 2 innings of relief and ended up with the win. Did he go? No. 1-2. Game time, incidentally, Dre. 17 innings, 6 hours and 7 minutes.
Nice day at the yard.
Yes. It's a lot of baseball. One-two pitch coming up here to Chavez. Line to right, it's a base hit, and in from third base comes Paulino to add to the Orioles' lead. They take a 8-6 lead here in the top half of the 10th. So an insurance run here as Chavez a good at bat. Brings up the top of the order, Robert Andino. And there for strike one to Andino. Flaherty at second base, Chavez at first base. Still one out in the 10th. The Orioles have scored 2 runs, lead at 8-6. A one pitch to Andino. Inside, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. 31 pitches thrown by Aceves since coming into this game. Came in the 9th inning at a 1-2-3 ninth. A much different 10th inning here for Alfredo. On the ground towards third, Euclid backs up on it. He goes to second for one. That's all they'll get. As they get the middleman and Andy Chavez at second base, 5-4 in the force out. Flaherty takes third as Andino reaches at first.
Really the only play that Euclid had. He had to back up on that ground ball and just go to second base to get the second out of the inning. Pedroia making himself a first baseman with the stretch to get the out.
There is J.J. Hardy. Hardy with a triple in the first inning, single in the seventh inning. So a two-hit night tonight, batting for the sixth time in the game. That's a strike, 1-1. Runner at first takes off as the pitch is just outside. Sevis wanted that, and it's 2-1. And Dino taking second base.
Just down and away and out of the strike zone. Two men in scoring position.
Popped up foul and out of play. Flaherty at third base and Dino at second base. 2 outs, 2 runs in for the O's. This one foul back. Outside, 3-2. Trying to hold up, but he goes around and strikes out to end the inning. But in the top of the 10th, the Orioles get 2. Take an 8-6 lead. The 2-run home run with a count of 1-2 to Jared Saltalamacchia that tied this game 6-6 and sent us to the 10th inning. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Well, the O's come up with 2 in the top half of the 10th inning. Jim Johnson, who had the blown save, back out there for the Orioles. Give up the 2-run home run. Daniel Nava leads it off for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 10th inning. There is strike one. Nava got a base hit in the 5th, a base hit in the 6th inning. 2 for 4 night for the Red Sox left fielder. Nava, Vilas, and Podsednik scheduled to bat in the inning. Fly ball center field. Jones cutting in. Makes the catch for the first out of the 10th. For the best Celtics breakdown of Game 5 that's happening tonight in Miami, it's Dennis and Callahan on 93.7 FM and Nesson. John and Jerry will talk Celtics, but they'll also talk to our own Jerry Remy about Daniel Bard's future. All starts tomorrow morning at 6 right here on Nesson and on 93.7 FM. One out in the 10th, Mike Aviles, the batter. Well, the Orioles 22-0 when leading after 8 innings. That streak certainly was in danger at one point. They'll have a chance to make it 23-0 now. In there for a strike, 2-1 to Mike Aviles. 3 hits and an RBI tonight for Aviles. Popped up, foul ground as Reynolds will go as far as he can. But will not have a play. Two is up and in. And got a piece of the bat. One hop to short. J.J. Hardy's throw is in time, and the Red Sox are down to their last out once again tonight. So 2 away for Scott Podsednik. Singled in the 3rd, singled in the 8th, 2-hit night. Been on base 4 times in the game and has a sac fly. He'll take strike one. On the ground towards second base, Andino's got it, throw to first, and the Orioles in 10 innings take game 1 of the series. And Jerry, it came down to the bullpens in the end of this one.
Yeah, it really did. And the Red Sox bullpen, which has been so good all season long, just didn't have it tonight. And, you know, John Lester, I thought, was very strong in his start tonight. Bobby Valentine electing to go to the bullpen, but it was not in the cards for the Red Sox. Exciting for Saltalamacchia, came back with the home run, but they just could not complete the task tonight, and the Orioles take game 1 of this series.
Final score 8-6. The O's beat the Red Sox. For Jerry Remy and Jenny Dell, I'm Don Orsillo saying good night from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow night for game 2 of the series. Pitching matchup be Josh Beckett and Wei-Yin Chen. Our live coverage from Yawkey Ray begins at 6. It's been a presentation of Nesson, New England's most watched sports network. It's time now for Tom Caron of the Nesson HD Television Center. TC.